Okay, folks, I'm here at the Umass Lowell parking lot where a peaceful rally is coming shortly for Black Lives Matters. I'm going to try to show as much as I can for as long as I can. This is the starting point. I know that Brian Bond is back at his house and he is posting pictures I sent him earlier of where the police have set up for their staging area. I'm going to say right now there's probably about 60 people here. Thank you, Bob Lemire. Yeah, I'm going to stay safe. Hi, Tammy. So I'm out here, and I don't know how long I'll be able to sit here, but we'll see. But this is, hi George, Vogue. But the crowd is growing slowly but surely. There are cars coming. You can see cars are coming in. I took a ride through Lowell. This was originally going to be staged in a parking lot in a business in Dracut. And what they did was they changed the location because from what I understand, the business owner, a Dracut House of Pizza, had indicated that he would not allow anybody in his parking lot. Brian, you should try to, I know you're watching, Brian, you should try to start a watch party on your page. Tammy, I didn't see what you posted. I'm sorry. It went by. Hi, Charlie Canavas. So we are out here just trying to, see what's going to go on here. Try to keep people informed. We definitely think that a peaceful march is called for and a peaceful rally is called for, and we hope that it stays that way. And I am certainly, trying to make sure that everything goes well. Scott Middlemiss, hi Hank. This is supposed to start at 6, but I think people are just starting to rally right now, starting to get together. So I'm just, oh God. So we're here just trying to stay informed. This gathering has swelled well past 50 people now. When I first got here, there were maybe a handful of people here, and now there's at least 75, maybe 100, and I'm sure there'll be more. And the staging area for this is behind the field that's along the boulevard in Lowell, connected to the, I believe it's the Umass Lowell Science Building. Forgive me, I forget the name of the street. It comes from, I don't think it's Pleasant, but it comes from Dracut into Lowell. And more cars are showing up. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. I'm sorry for the shakiness. I'm trying to fix it so that I can get the best picture I can. Brian, give me a thumbs up how this picture looks. Is it coming across pretty good over here? Can anybody give me a thumbs up and let me know? Horns are beeping. There's a lot of cars coming in now. Hi, Kingsley. Hi, Abro. Chris Abro, how are you? This is a Black Lives Matters protest or rally, Chris, that's being organized in Lowell, at Umass Lowell. It was originally slated to be in starting Dracut at the Dracut House of Pizza, but we understand that they changed the location because the owner of Dracut House, great guy by the way, and he had indicated that he wasn't going to allow anybody in his parking lot to stage. An obvious reason, he doesn't want to have any problems, and you know, I think it's probably a good move. But you can see I'm a little shaky here, so I'm trying to stabilize my tripod. But you can see these young folks are out here and they are doing their thing, preparing to march down to City Hall in Lowell. I get it. I just hope that it remains peaceful. Yeah, Chris, I do agree. Oh boy. And earlier I sent pictures, no video, but pictures of the staging area behind Lowell City Hall and the Lowell Police headquarters, where NEMLAC, as well as, there's more people coming in now, as well as Lowell Police and other police officers. I know that Dracut will be sending, or is sending some, a couple guys to help Lowell tonight, obviously. So we are staged here behind at the Lowell Umass Lowell parking lot, and we fully understand, and we get it. We support it, peaceful protesting. We obviously support freedom of speech. We want freedom of speech to be, it's a mainstay of our country. We just don't want to see it become violent in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So the crowd here is getting bigger. I'm going to say that within the last half an hour or so, when I first got here, it was maybe 20, 25 people, and it's now swelled to, I believe, spread out, well over 100 people. And yeah, I think you're right, Phil. I'm at Spark Street. I am actually on the road that leads to the multi-level parking lot next to the sports complex. Hi, Kevin Willett and Michael Krieger. Just want to say hi to you guys. More people coming in. Yeah, Jennifer, it's starting to grow. I mean, it's a very young crowd. Hi, Chris Murphy. Let's see, get what you want to. Yes, I understand. It's all in support, Chris, of it's all in support of what happened to the unfortunate death and untimely death of George Floyd. Of course, this is all in, you know, we are all praying for a peaceful night. Yeah, I wonder too what they would have said. What Martha says, I wonder what my parents would have said about protesting in Dracut. Yep, we all wonder that, huh? I do not know the route that they're going to be taking, but I'm assuming they're going to go down towards, well, they're going to head towards City Hall, so they're probably going to go over the bridge over the Merrimack River. You know? And I'm sorry, but the street names escape me. Yeah, I get you with the that the bad stuff happens after dark, so we've got a couple hours. We can hopefully get through this and not have a problem. Yeah, Linda, our parents would be very upset at what's going on here today. And, you know, growing up in Chelsea, Linda, we know what it's like to have a multicultural neighborhood. And I mean, I didn't know what racism was. I knew racism because I'm a product of the 60s and I knew what was going on, but it didn't happen in Chelsea. It didn't happen in our area. I mean, we had problems in Boston, but Chelsea was a very you know, multicultural city. It still is. Yeah, Chris, I'm trying to get to your messages. Yeah, total injustice. Total injustice. Nothing. Yeah, you're right. It shouldn't. Oh God, I don't know what that is. It gets. I don't know why it puts some kind of a pic. It has me with a hat and what do you call it on? I don't want that on. I don't know how that happened. I'm not used to this stuff. Let me see if I can do this. No, that's not going to do it. Hi, Audrey Perry. Aubrey Perry, how are you? So we got a couple of hundred kids, young people, students. There are some middle-aged adults here also. I did see a gentleman walk through with a, orange-colored T-shirt, something inscribed on it. But most of them are carrying their placards, you know, Black Lives Matters, things of that nature. Yeah, it's good that I'm undercover. Yeah, I'm not. I'm glad you're good, Aubrey. But you could see the crowd swelling. I don't want to leave my car, so I'm tending to just shoot this out of the window. And I don't really want to move as long as I'm doing good here. But the lot still is relatively empty. I'm going to say you might have 150 young people here, and it might grow a little bit more, but at this rate, we're looking okay right now. I think this will be a manageable march for the Lowell police. Hi, Leo. Hi, Pam. Chris. Yeah, hopefully it does stay under a couple of hundred. But I mean, it's 6:15 now. I don't know exactly what time they're going to march, but they are they're gathering here now. Oh, Brian, you're welcome. You know, this is what we do on the Dracut Connection, and this is look at freedom of speech is sacred in this country, and Dracut Connection exists because of freedom of speech. We wouldn't be able to operate and do what we do without it. People would want to shut us down and do their own thing. I know, Martha Collins, you want me to get out of here and go in there and talk to them, but I'm not willing to do that. I'm trying to keep a social distance, too. We are under a pandemic, and I am over 60. I'm over 60, and, my family doesn't want me here, but obviously I'm here, but I'm not gonna put myself into a position to have too much contact. So that's why I'm doing it from my car. Again, we are at the parking lot in Umass Lowell next to the science building, which is on the Dracut side of the Merrimack River, but we're in Lowell, and we're at the athletic fields. I'll swing around here from the car, and you could see that we are at the boulevards on the other side down there. We have some kids playing soccer, and so I'm on this side, so which would be, I guess it would be the north side of the river, and if my wife is watching, I wish she would start a watch party on my page for me. Thank you, Billy. I'm gonna stay as safe as I possibly can. That's why I'm not really getting out of the car and interviewing anybody. Yeah, I know. That's a good question, Lynn. Why the gates are open? I don't know, but I'm not. I imagine I could ride in and ride out, but I don't want to get in too close. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, don't forget, we do go live on Thursday night at 7 o'clock, the Dracut Connection, and we're going to have a very interesting show again this week. I'm sure this will be the subject of some of our discussion, but we also have a lot of discussion going on about what's going on in Dracut, so make sure you stop in. Brian, you should start a watch and spread this out a little bit to different sites if you can. I know you're home. Thank you, Michelle. I'm going to stay in my car, for as long as I can, as much as I can. Right now, everything is quite peaceful, and I expect that that's what everybody wants it to be. And we're just trying to send people in Dracut and anyone else that wants to share this video around, people. Start a watch party and get people out there watching. Hi, Bobby Bruce. Hi, Deborah. This is at Umass Lowell, Deborah, in the parking lot behind the athletic facility, the athletic field in Umass Lowell, in Lowell, Massachusetts. And yeah, I believe it's Spark Street. You're absolutely right. And that's the science building, I believe, as you can see. And right now, I'm on the west end of this parking lot, and it's pretty calm. People are just gathering. I don't know what time the march will start, but I believe that they are going to march through Lowell down to what do you call it? The City Hall, Lowell City Hall, and I'll follow the march a little ways and see how it goes, as long as I can, I'm not going to disrupt anything, obviously. And I think what I might do is just step out of the car here to try to get a picture. Because it's pretty calm here. And I'm not going to get close to anybody. I'm going to keep social distancing. And as you can see, we are coming to you live from Umass Lowell in Lowell, Massachusetts. And that's the only science center. And I'm here at the North Campus garage. And that's where we are at. And this is we've got people giving us peace signs and stuff, and that's great. And don't worry, dear, I'm keeping social distancing. I'm giving you just a little bit more of a view. You're right, Lowell, Sandra, you're right. It is Spark Street. Very calm crowd. As you can see, I'm going to say maybe 150. And there's people down the other end I can't see behind that white van is a police staging van. Hi, Sean Kelly. You got a weather report for tonight, Sean? As I get moving here, as you can see, they're spread out quite a bit, but I'm going to say maybe 150. As you can see, way down the other end, there are people. I can't zoom in any better than that. The state police are here, and they just waved to me. So I know that NEMLAC is staging at Umass Lowell. So this is where we're at. I can stay, as you can see, I'm a good 70 feet away from this crowd. There's nobody near me. So if my daughters or my wife are concerned, I'm far enough away. I'm just trying to get a sense of how many more people will be here, so you could see if I give a quick count. I'm going to say about 150 people without getting too accurate. I'm going too crazy. Maybe 150, 200 people so far. I'm going to get back in the car. I don't want to leave the car running, and it's cooler in the car too. All right. All right. Hi, Holly. It started here at 6 o'clock. They started organizing. I think that's the organizational time. This is the parking lot at Umass Lowell and Pawtucketville. You're absolutely correct. So there are people still coming, and I can show you cars coming up the driveway that lead to the parking lot. I'm trying to get the sun out of my face here. Did you start a watch party, Brian? And I'm hoping that my wife heard me and she can learn how to do a watch party. Oh, there's a bunch of kids on bikes coming. So you can see them out on the street on Spark Street. Yeah, it's getting a little busier now around here. This is the most amount of people I've seen out in months, let alone weeks. Brian, share this on, if you can, share this to Tom Duggan's page. See, I'm afraid to do anything with this because I don't want to leave broadcasting live. So can you give me a thumbs up or something, Brian? Share it with Tom Duggan's page. He gets a lot of followers from Dracut. Share this with as many pages as you can. So I'm here at Umass Lowell, the North Campus parking lot, adjacent to the only science building, science center, which is also adjacent to the Umass Lowell baseball field, football field, whatever it is. And the bikes have arrived. And the crowd is growing. As you can see. And I am staying safe. I saw a thumbs up. Was that you, Brian? Dracut Connection, please indicate that you have heard me. Hi, Joni. Hi, Joni Pico. Hope all is well down in FLA. Diane Lemire, thank you. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm going to stay on as long as I can. That just reminds me to plug my phone back in because I want to conserve as much power. I'm sorry if it's a little shaky here, but hang on. There we go. I do have it on a small tripod that's outside my window in my car. Yes, Pamela Underwood, we are all prayerful that it stays good. Okay, good. Good, Brian, thank you. So Brian's back at headquarters. He's doing some posting while we are out here live, broadcasting to you from Umass Lowell parking lot, the not campus parking lot, where it is the staging area for what is going to be hopefully a peaceful Black Lives Matters rally and march. I guess the plan is that they are going to march from here to Lowell City Hall. They'll cross one of the bridges at the they'll cross one of the bridges over the Merrimack River and head down to Umass Lowell at some point. And when that occurs, I'll try to follow the march as best I can. I will keep the video going for as long as I can safely do so. I do have a magnetic tripod in my car, and I can do that, but I will not be looking at the pictures because I want to be safe too. A young lady over here that's been handing out water to people, which is very nice. Whoops, I gotta try to plug this in better. Hold on, I'm sorry. Sorry about this. There we go. My plug came out. I had to plug it back in. So Brian, we have about 100 people watching, which is good. I'm sure there'll be more as we go on. And as I said, this crowd is probably around 150 to 200 people. You see that white van? That white van is a police vehicle, and there are several police officers here, and they're here just to, protect the ralliers and protect individuals, hopefully like myself. And I'm sure that everybody's going to be fine here. And I'm going to take a picture in you can see the kids on the bikes. And I'll swing the camera around. So you can see we're on Spark Street in Lowell. And this rally was originally slated to start in Dracut, and it was moved to Umass Lowell. I guess the organizers are people who live around Dracut House Pizza, and they thought that would be a good starting point. But I'm going to say this is a much better starting point because it's spread out, it's more open, it's not hurting the traffic out on on Spark Street, where Lakeview Ave would have been a much more difficult area to do it from. I'm gonna put this out here for a minute. You can see where we're at. Okay, it looks like they're going to start. Step out. They're gathering people over because Okay, we're going to start. Start a march here. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to switch camera head here. Plug in. Here we go. All right, I'm trying to adjust everything because I'm in the car now. All right, let me do this. All right, here we go. Oh, maybe that'll be better. Trying to get out on the street here. Okay, folks, the march has officially started. So as you can see, there's probably a few hundred people here. So we're right in the middle of this. They are walking on the sidewalks, and there are people gathering and catching up with them. As they continue their march. That's a state police car right there that has just gone by us. I'm trying to stay to the back of the crowd as much as possible. I hope that you are, yes, they're saying I can't breathe. Yes, Tammy, they are. I hope that you are with us on this, and I'm sorry for adjusting, but this is the end of it right here, so you can see where, I'm gonna say maybe 200 people, 250 people. Maybe a little bit more, but I'm just guesstimating. And I am moving very slowly, and the crowd is, people are behind me are okay, and those that want to pass me can pass me. People are actually in their cars also taking people supporting with the honks of the horns. What's that? Well, my wife just informed me that I'm breaking the law, and I just had the state police drive by me and give me a thumbs up. So I guess they're not too concerned with me breaking the law right now. I'm gonna turn here. People are joining this march as we go along. As you can see, this is where we are, Umass Lowell. No, they're not blocking traffic. They're walking on the sidewalks. They are very peaceful. And there are no police in sight. A unmarked police cruiser actually drove by me and gave me the thumbs up. Brian Bond, maybe you can share this video on Channel 5 Boston's Facebook page, and maybe they'll pick it up. But we are the Dracut Connection. And we are out here tonight following a peaceful rally for Black Lives Matter. And we have cars riding by with signs out the window. And now I'm right here is where the state police car is, as you can see. And I'm going to pass it. And I'm continuing. As you can see, it is growing. New Hampshire plates. People are being very patient with this, as I am. Yes, these folks are doing it right, Brian. You're right. They are being peaceful.
Justice!
They are being peaceful. I hope not. This is the head of the line. And I want to give you a sense of how far back it goes. So it's crossing the Merrimack River right now, and you can see. Okay, there's the first sign of police, and they're just making sure that things are going well. That's all they're doing, which is good. I'll show you in my mirror a technique from my investigative days. I'm going to adjust this camera a little bit. So we are witnessing here a large rally. It is swelling as we speak, and you can see there's quite a bit of people here. I'm going to say well over 200 now. Very peaceful. I'm sorry that I'm shaking the camera. I'm very sorry. And it is in a tripod, and I'm trying to keep it. Let me try this here. Let's see if that works better, but you may not hear everything that's going on. Is that better? Sorry for the shakiness. I get it. This is the end of it right here. I'm going to move up. The police are now helping. I'm sorry, Susan, I really am, but I'm doing this on my own, and we're at the intersection now of just crossing over the bridge. And I'm going to follow this and continue to follow this for as long as I can. The cops are stopping the traffic. I probably should have got through this light before. I can go through this, I'm sure. I'm holding it again in my hand. Before in the tripod, it was making a little bit. There you go. Again, I apologize if I'm shaking, but my arm is... So you can see that it's stretching down the street here. Very peaceful protest, very peaceful rally. They are excited. They're heading to City Hall. And we'll see what they do when we get to City Hall. All right, I'm still trying to keep in an area without disrupting any traffic, and I keep waving to the police. Do I have cafeteria arm? I don't know what that means, Brian. Thank you, Louise. I'm trying to do a good job. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, sir. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No peace. No peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No peace.
Just asked me to move over here, so I did. Hi, Diane. Thank you. Trying to adjust the zoom on this. Okay. just letting you listen and trying to get a good, accurate counting here. We are broadcasting live. This is the Dracut Connection, and we are marching, or broadcasting a march that was supposed to start in Dracut, but was moved because of concerns from the businessman where they were slated to. See, it's growing as we speak, so I'm going to say there's probably 250, maybe 300 people here now, maybe more. I can't really get a count, but guy with the American flag, thank God. People along the route. It all speaks for itself here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We can see City Hall in the distance. See the spire at City Hall. We pray that this continues to be a peaceful march. We pray that it continues to be for the purpose of peaceful protesting. But we are bringing you this live from the Dracut Connection. Brian, how we doing here, Brian? How am I doing, Brian? Let me know how you approve of this kind of broadcasting from the Dracut Connection. Give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. Let me know that you're seeing this picture, that it's stable, that we're I want to get a little bit closer. This is stretching now probably 4 city blocks. It definitely grew along the way. So we are now stretched out maybe 4 city blocks. As we draw on to 6:55 in the evening, Wednesday evening, June 3rd, 2020. This is where we're at. We're in downtown Lowell. So far, so good. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up. There you go. There you go. There you go. And there's City Hall in the background, in the foreground rather. I imagine they are going to stop at City Hall in the plaza there and make some speeches. I will try to get as close as I can without being disruptive, and I will try to get as many pictures as I can. I do not want to get out of the car if I can help myself there. Yes, we pray that they keep it together and there's no violence. Yeah, I'm still trying to, Fernando, yeah, I am trying to practice social distancing. I'm a little over 60 years old. My family would be horrified if I got out and got into the crowd. Believe me, I would love to ask these guys for comments. Sorry that I can't do that. So I'm going to stay in the car as much as possible and keep a social distance.
We out here deep numbers, great numbers.
Big numbers. We got good numbers here. They're well, when I say good numbers, they're probably all right, where is Gordy? Tell Gordy to meet me. Jennifer, tell Gordy to meet me. I'm right here at the square. I'm right near the. I'm going to whip around and go on the opposite side. Hang tight, guys. I gotta whip around. I'm not breaking any rules. Hang on, we're gonna be back there in a second. Just going around, following the rules. And because I can't take a left-hand turn there. Yes, Charlie, we're hoping that they can make just a statement and not get crazy, you know, and not be off the wall here. So I'm sorry that I'm just hang tight, people. I know we have about 180 people watching this broadcast, which is a great number, but I want to be safe, and I had to follow the rules, and I'm going to get over near the plaza at the police station and City Hall, and we'll be able to see and hear the rally from a safe distance, and I'll park on the side of the road and I'll be able to step out. As you can see, here we are. How's this for a vantage point? I'm gonna park here. I'm right behind a police car. Hi, Gail Meliaris, Golick. Yeah, I'd like to make a pit stop at the Worthing. But here's the rally. I'm not gonna be able to get close enough, I don't think, to hear the speeches, but Dracut police right in front of me. How's that? Okay, people, we're in a decent spot here. They're doing a moment of silence right now. They're down on a knee and I'm hoping that you are enjoying this. Not so much enjoying this, I guess that's a wrong word, are happy with this kind of broadcast. Well, Brian, I would do that, but I want to be in a good vantage point, but also in an area where I can have a quick escape, if you know what I mean, if I need to. How's that shot? Yes, Bob. So far, so good. All right, Gordy. Yes, we are trying to bring it to the people. You're right. And this stuff that Dracut, you know, that we want people to know about, see. Yeah, Gordy Scott is on his way, so you know where I am, and just let Gordy know. So I'm going to say there's probably around 300 people here, and so far so good. It's been peaceful. And I'll just be quiet for a while. Thanks, Diane. My arms are getting a little tired here. How's that? We looking better? Sorry for the shakiness again. Well, some are wearing masks, some aren't. I saw a lot of people wearing masks. So we're at the Kennedy Civics Center here, and that's the Kennedy Plaza, John F. Kennedy Plaza. And thank you, Denise, for watching us. Please tell your friends to join. And we are trying to stay safe, obviously. Yes, there are police. There's a contingent of police on motorcycles straight here, right next to me. In front of me is a state police car. And I also saw Dracut police, so they're here. Yes, we did, Bob, we did. I hope you like what we're doing, Bob. Mandy Ayotte, thank you very much. I can see the cops, as you said. Thank you for your thumbs up. I can't, I'm in a spot where I don't think I can park and walk across the street. And I'm sorry, Scott, but I'm trying to social distance as much as I can because I am a little bit older than these guys. And my family will have a stroke if I get over there and go too close. So at this point, it is what it is. I'm sorry that you can't hear it. I do have another colleague on the way down, and if Gordy wants, I can give him the camera and he can take over for a couple of minutes and go over to where the crowd is. He's a lot younger than me. Thank you, Pavel. I'm glad you're appreciative. We have about 160 people watching online, and we don't know how many others are watching from the watch party. Brian started a watch party, and I hope those numbers will be able to Fernando, I don't think I'm going to give my cell phone to a passerby, but thanks for realizing that it's not a good idea. Denise, you're welcome. Hi, Lisa. No, we don't want to have a stroke. No, thank you. Okay, Jesse Musa, thank you for watching. And you said you're fully in our Facebook Life in Gambia. Okay, awesome. Gambia. Where's Gambia? I'm sorry. It's Jassy Musa. Thank you. I'm glad you You appreciate it. Thank you, Jassy. So far, this has been a very good crowd, very peaceful. I'm going to say it's around 250, 300, and they have varying speakers over there. I'm not close enough, Kelly, to find out who the speakers are, unfortunately, as I repeat that I am not getting out of the car. I do have a colleague on his way, a fellow co-host of the Dracut Connection, Gordy Scott. He should be here any minute, I hope. And he can take my phone, my cell phone, and go over to the rally. Ryan, can you please message Wayne LaMarche? He keeps sending me Facebook messages, but I can't answer them. Yes, Kelly, this is John Zimini, and I'm a former Dracut selectman who is a co-host along with Brian Bond, Gordy Scott, George Bogue, and various sundry of other people. My name is John Zimini, and thank you. I've always proud, had some pride in trying to be the voice of the people. Oh, you're in West Africa. Wow. Jassy in West Africa. We're getting people from West Africa. Jassy Nusa, welcome to the show, and thank you. Oh, the rally speaker, I'm sorry. We do not know who the rally speaker is at this point. I can't get that close. I do have a colleague on the way, and if he gets here, soon enough, we'll get him over there. Please let Gordy know that I'm right across the street from the plaza, and I have my flashes going, and he can come over here and grab my phone. Hi, Bonnie. How are you, Bonnie? Tebow. I'm sorry I'm a little shaky here. I've been holding this now, You're welcome, Kelly. We had as many as 165 people watching at one time. We're still strong at around 145, 150 people. So tell your friends we're out here. Gordy's on his way. As soon as Gordy gets here, I'll hand the phone off to him, and he'll be able to get a little bit closer to the crowd because he's a lot younger than me. Brian, are you in communication with Gordy? Could you please let him know where I am? Oh, we have 325 people watching at one point? That's great. You're welcome, Bonnie. At this point, it has been nothing but a peaceful rally, and we're hoping that it stays that way. It is now 7:15 on June 3rd. Wishing my life away here. And we are at the JFK Plaza in downtown Lowell. I'm trying to adjust the camera. My arms are getting tired. There you go. Okay. Well, we'll see where he is when he gets here. Sorry for the silence, but this is the Dracut Connection, and we are broadcasting. I don't know if they're taking a knee or. I'll tell you why Dracut's in Lowell. This rally was supposed to begin in Dracut, and it was changed to a Lowell site. So we just were interested, and we're broadcasting it live. Yes, Jassy, we are social distancing. I'm in my car. I'm at least 100 feet, 300 feet. I'm almost a football field away from the actual rally, and I got this car zoomed in, so. Gordy Scott, where the heck are you? I don't want the rally to be over. I want to get him to bring the camera over. Okay, I think they're going to march back. I think this is over here. And I think they are going to march back to the parking lot. I'm not sure. But it looks as though a bunch of people are peeling off. But I'm not sure. Seems as though we get a moment of silence here. Okay, Gordy is about a block away. So it looked as though they were starting to break up, and they all came back into a big circle. And right now they've got their hands up, and they're taking a knee. They're taking a knee. Okay, which way is he coming from? There he is. You want to come around and take the phone and go over there? Or
Sure.
Why don't you come around here?
You don't want to go?
No, So Gordy Scott is here. Hi, Gordy. I'm compromised. My wife would kill me if I went over there.
I ran down here, so sorry it took me so long.
All right, so you want to take the phone?
Yeah.
It's on right there.
Okay.
Go ahead, and you got the commentary.
All right, so we're going to take a walk over here and see what's going on here. Let me straighten out the camera here, see if we can. They just did a prayer here. So very peaceful at this point. Got some dogs fighting here. Probably about, I would say, 200, 250 people. Sorry, I didn't, this is a new phone for me, so it just zoomed out. Looks like they're gonna take off here.
Because I died, because the person sitting next to you died, because your mom died, because your dad died, because your cousin, your niece, your nephew. You don't want to have to do this again, that's why we're here. But starting this and violence, you know, things are getting greater, it's not right. Our color, they see when the crime to them, but we know what our color is. Our color is pride. Our color is confidence.
Oh, geez, right here. Oh, no. Okay, you know what? She needs to suggest this. It's okay, I get it. She needs to stop. But you know what? It's going to get it. not kneel, we leave it. There's no point in commanding them to take a knee. We're not taking it. Let's go home. Let's go. We're not taking no knee.
Black lives matter! 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 Go this way! Go this way! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives
What's up, Fry?
There's your taxes over there.
I fucking paid in taxes last year, so they can stand there and do nothing. It's the least they can do. I'm paying them to be here.
Hey, can I interview you?
Yes.
I'm with Dracut Access TV. My name is Gordy Scott.
Hi, Vice.
I just want you to tell the people why you're here tonight. And
I'm tired of watching the news, seeing my black brother and sister dying. I'm tired. Am I the next black person who's gonna die? What am I supposed to tell my future son? Oh, your daddy died because the white police officer killed him?
Right.
Am I the next? I'm tired.
right,
I came in this country since I was 14 years old. I'm from Liberia. I came in this country to came to this country to have my right to have a better future. I didn't come to this country to see my black brothers die on TV.
what do you think you can do tonight by being here tonight to make a change? What do you think that the politicians need to do to make change here?
They need to stop. They need to train that police officer how to use weapons. Doesn't mean you're going to training school for guns, you know how to use a weapon. They need to go to anger management. When you're mad, you shouldn't just take out a bullet and shoot someone. Learn how to control
Amen.
your anger.
Amen.
If I have anger, I'm going to go to therapy. And right now, if I go to church, they're going to take my ass to court and say, oh, I'm suicide, I have mental issue. But no, I don't have mental issue. But whosoever comes, if you have a gun, you should think before you use that gun. Don't just think you're a police officer, you can shoot someone. No, everyone's life matters. It could be her, it could be her, it could be her, it could be me. But how will you feel when someone kills your only child?
I would not be very happy.
What if you feel, right?
Right.
So I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired seeing my black brothers and sisters. It couldn't have to be black, Spanish, any kind. I'm just tired. And I came here to speak up. I'm not losing no weapon, but I'm losing my mouth. Because Martin Luther King Jr. won for freedom. He didn't want for a black person to die. He won for me, for her, to sit in the same room, to learn better education. He didn't want for his black people to die. I'm here for peace. And I'm not going to see peace. I want peace. I want justice. Not just for George. I want peace for everyone.
Can we get an amen on that one?
Amen. Amen. What am I supposed to do? Am I the next?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to guarantee this. We're going to get this out on TV, and we're going to make sure your voice is heard.
You need to. I need my voice here. I'm tired. And you better make me a promise. And you
I will
said
promise.
I want justice.
I want to give you a hug. You want to give me a hug? All right. We're going to get this out.
I want justice.
You got a great voice. You got a great voice. All right, well, that's the end of the looks like the rally here. Pretty peaceful. Things went okay. Looks like there's no major damage. The main crowd is heading back that way. So I'm going to hook up with John Zimney again. It's starting to rain out here pretty hard. But we're going to get back in the car. We're going to try to follow the the crowd, see where they're headed next. Well, John, that was interesting.
That was, huh? Are we still on?
We're still on.
All right, keep your mask on so
All right.
we're safe. And
Let me just set this down. You want to hold it for a second?
we're going to head out and try to follow.
Boy, that rain came quickly, didn't it,
Yeah,
John?
we're going to try to follow the crowd.
Well, it was pretty quick. They talked probably for what, about 45 minutes?
Yes, and
A lot of police presence there. Probably saw about a dozen or so.
That woman was pretty excited, huh?
Yes, she was. She was very. I promised her we would get this out on. So maybe in tomorrow's show we can play her concerns over the air and get her some airtime.
Absolutely.
A couple
you're live
comments
right now.
here. Lisa Baggett said, "Oh no, rain." Brian, that must be Gordy. That's a great interview. Thank you very much.
Very good. There you go.
Little scary out there because the tempers were high, but
Well, the people in the very front row they were really, put your seatbelt on, Brian.
oh, sorry.
They were really trying to confront the, force or ask the police to interact with them. And of course, they're not going to interact.
Nope, they just stood
They
there.
just stand in there and they're not going to interact. So that form of antagonism isn't what you want. You know? They didn't cause this issue. You
Right.
know? There are a few that might have, but they didn't cause the issue. And therefore, confronting those police officers, those particular police officers, only serves as a problem, you know? So, how are we doing for people?
We still have 137. A lot of people are logging off. We're going to try to go and catch up
With the
with the major piece of the crowd. It looked like, John, when you were driving down, I was watching from home. Looked like there was probably 300 or 400 people. But
Yes.
when we got down here, I don't know if some people got lost. It didn't look as big of a crowd when I got down here. Probably about 250, 300 people.
I estimated about 250 when they were walking down. They were stretching out to about 3, maybe 4 city blocks.
But it appeared like the leader of this protest was pretty calm. He said, we don't want any violence. He was very open about that, and he made that very clear.
My information came from a reliable source, and it is, I was told that the organizers of this were people who are UMass Lowell students or affiliated somehow with UMass Lowell, and that they lived in the area of the Dracut House of Pizza. And that's why they chose to start the march from the Dracut House of Pizza. And of course,
But I heard it did change, right? They did.
it did change, and they were concerned that, the business. You're a businessman. You don't want your business to be
Right, obviously.
There's
There's a couple stragglers here that lost the group.
Yeah, they're up ahead, and the traffic's now quite heavy here. But because we stayed at the rally a little bit longer, and you got some phenomenal footage.
Yes, I got right
that
up there.
Woman, and we'll be obviously using that. Brian can put his video magic together and isolate that.
There's a question here from the Dracut Connection. I assume that's Brian.
Brian.
When
Yep.
we're having the next Dracut Connection show, I believe it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, he's pushing us. He's trying to make sure that.
So yeah, for those of you watching live, we'll have an update on this video. We'll give you highlights of all the video we took today, and we'll show it on the show tomorrow, I'm sure. I was very pleased, though, Brian, with the protesters.
Yes.
Very calm. And the woman told me in the interview she has some disorders, but she's trying to get through it. And part of that is that she's afraid of the police. So
Okay.
and here comes a police officer right here looking. I don't know what he's doing.
He's going into the station. Well, he's going to follow behind them.
So he's going to make sure everything's peaceful. Just pulling up the rear. So we must be catching up to the. That's a do not enter that way.
But they look like they're in the street up above here.
So look, we're in a pretty much a dead stop at this point. So they may be, the rain may be deterring them a little bit as well, because it's coming down pretty heavy at this point.
It looks like they are...
John, do you have a vantage
Let
point
me see
there?
this,
See if
yeah.
you can get, I'm behind these cars here.
Let's see what I can see here. They're up above ahead of us. And the rain is pretty heavy right now.
Coming down in sheets, yeah.
But way off into the distance we can see. We would try to interview a police officer, but we're obviously not going out in the pouring rain, Brian, at this point. And unless you want to buy me a new phone, I'm not going to get this phone
I was getting a
soaking
little
wet.
worried there when it started raining, but
Yep.
I think it'll be okay though.
So yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, Tammy, thank you. We try our best to do the job here. We bring you groundbreaking information. The Dracut Connection.
And when I saw, John, I didn't think any of us were going to make it out here tonight. So when I saw that you were carrying this, I said, I got to go help John down there. So I actually parked at Saints Hospital.
Okay.
And I actually tried to run down here as quickly as I could get down here to be a part of that protest. It was kind of interesting to see the people's take on it. There was probably 80% of the people were African American. There was a lot of Caucasian people down there, including myself.
Mm-hmm.
I did not feel afraid. I can tell you that I didn't have any fear at all when I was there. I felt very safe.
The police were on the outskirts, on the outlying.
Yep.
When you were interviewing that woman, to your right there was a stairway, and you saw there were policemen standing up there
right.
to protect the police station.
Right.
So there were people in front trying to antagonize them, but the police officers weren't biting. They weren't going to bite. They weren't going to get into a conversation with them at that point. We love you too, Aubrey. Thank you very much. They're saying they love you. We had a gentleman from West Africa watching our video, believe it or not. All right, he's not going to let us go down that way.
So we can't go down that way.
So what we'll do is we'll cut around and we'll cut up to the bridge. But stay with us, folks. We're gonna try to catch up with the mob here. I don't know which way they ended up going. I'm assuming it's to the left. We will. Yes, we will. We'll catch up with them.
And the rain seems to be letting up a little bit. We still have 90 people watching. We're going to try to get you back to the group here and see where they're headed next. It's possible that they're just all heading home, or it's possible they're going to another location.
Well, what they were, I think they're returning to where they started. So that was at Umass Lowell parking lot.
And we'll see if we can get a couple interviews from some of those
When we get
leaders.
there. Yeah, that would be good.
I did notice a couple of the basketball players
Oh yeah.
that I saw in the crowd, the kids that I knew. Yep. So
did they say hi?
they did say hello to me.
Good.
So
Good stuff.
I'm glad they're out here, instituting their constitutional rights.
And,
So
yeah, and peacefully.
yes, peacefully.
We are all in favor of peaceful protest because that's the American way.
That's
and
right.
And free speech is what we thrive on.
The question is, Brian, John, this has been now 10 or 11 days since the incident with Mr. Floyd happened. How long is this going to go on, do you think?
Oh God, I hope not.
We got some of the crowd here. Here they are.
We're going to take a left.
To our left, we're coming right up to them
Let's
here.
Be careful of that sun.
Yeah, we're right into the sun. Can see a beautiful sunset here. We are trying to catch up with them. We're going to take a left here. And this is right by Umass Lowell coming up. This is a hospital here.
Yeah.
Outpatient medical center we're coming up through
We're
here.
going to go straight ahead.
And we're going to try to see if someone will
Can't
let
go
us.
that way. Can I? Can't cross. Can I? I can't.
I don't think so, no.
Okay, then I see why they're taking that turn. Now I see why they're taking that turn. I didn't know that street was blocked. So.
Yeah, so we got to go here. I can see some protesters here. Now the police officer's coming down this direction. There's a police officer.
We did have a contingent of Dracut police here today.
Yeah, I did see a couple cars.
I understand there's about 3 or 4. There was a couple cars and a couple motorcycle.
And it looks like they are trying to social distance a little bit here. They're running. I see some kids running there. That's not a good sign. When you see people running,
Yeah.
that's usually not a
They may
good
be
sign.
running from the rain.
Hopefully that is the case.
The people in front aren't moving, so.
John McDonough's on. He said, "Great job, Dracut Connection."
Well, thank you, John. We do our best.
Hollis MC said they're going to be doing this until November.
Oh God, no.
So
Of
let's
course.
let's hope not.
Well,
We've got to get our businesses back open and
Yes.
people back to work. And then if,
yes.
this unrest keeps happening and they keep breaking windows, that's not easy to do.
No.
So these people, hopefully someone will let us out here.
Thank you.
So they let us out. So we're catching up here with a crowd there at the light. So they're not, at least not jaywalking. It looks
Well,
like...
the police were letting them cross, so.
So we're right at the tail end here of the protest group. We have almost caught up to them. And it looks like they're heading back to the Umass Lowell campus at this point.
Right. They're just making sure they're allowing people to cross. That's what the police are doing, so I think we can go straight ahead here.
Great job by the Lowell and Dracut police here.
Yeah, as usual, they're doing a great job.
Nag and McDonald asked, "Where is this?" We are right now in Lowell, heading into Dracut. We are just coming up on the UMass Lowell campus. To my left is the UMass Lowell bookstore. And to my right is a medical center, outpatient medical center. And we're coming up, I think this is this Merrimack Avenue that we're coming up on?
I believe it is.
So
Hopefully
we're going
cross
to try to
here.
get right over here through this light. Hopefully we make this light.
People move.
And we're trying to catch up with the protesters. It looked like John's going to try to get through this light here.
Yes, we make it through.
And here are the protesters. We caught up to them again. Here they are, heading back to the campus. There's a police cruiser here, unmarked police car following them.
Yep.
So we'll get a look to see how the numbers have dwindled quite a bit.
Well, we're still at the end of it.
We're still at the end of it. There's probably about 20 people there.
We'll see what it's like when we get to the parking
And
lot.
here's the main group. We're coming up, I think, on the main group here.
Yes, down there. They're kind of fragmented now and moving back to where they started because obviously that's where they parked their cars and stuff.
So I'd like to see if we could get out and get an interview with some of the
Gordy, thank you very much for hooking up and doing this because we obviously want to do a good job of this and we want to be fair about it. And if I knew that you would have been interested in this, we would have.
Yeah, we could have
we
could have hooked up earlier.
We'll next time if we do something like this, we'll talk. But,
Well, I talked to my wife about it, and I was, to be honest, I was a little hesitant to come out because it can be scary, you know.
Well, my wife and
These
daughter,
kind of
when I
things.
mentioned it to them this afternoon that I was going to the protest, they said that, well, Dad, I said, it's a peaceful protest. I'm going to a peaceful protest, and I'm going to,
Right.
you know.
It's usually when darkness sets in. That's when the.
Yeah, and we're well ahead of that. We're getting out.
It looks, and these people have all left downtown area, so
Yeah.
I don't see any Antifa people. No one sporting Antifa shirts or anything like
if
that.
anybody was left behind that might do something later.
So here are
Good
some of
luck to them.
the. I'll see if I can get the window down so we get a better shot.
You got to get some right here. This is the
So here it comes. We're coming up on the main group, the protest group here, and they're starting to spread out here. Definitely starting to spread out.
We'll get back to where they set up, and you can get out. I kept my promise and kept myself out of there, right, Gordy?
Yes.
Um,
So let's see if we can. This person, we're at a green light, and someone doesn't want to turn here.
yeah, for some reason. Stopping them.
Oh, there's an officer there. Yep, so they're not allowing us to go down that direction.
We'll go around. We'll get there.
So we're going to take this back road here. And we'll loop around.
Hopefully.
And hopefully we can catch up with the head of this protest, and we can get an interview with them as well to see get their take on what their plans were tonight. Did they get their message, if they felt they got their message across?
There's always more than one way to skin a cat.
And we can give them a platform. We'll definitely air them on our show.
Yes.
Police are following them just to ensure that there's no problems. You can see here they're walking down the street now here in front of the campus. Seems like the numbers are bigger here, John.
Yes.
We got some stragglers this way.
This is where it started. It started down here. If you want to.
I can just do this. Brian wants us to interview the police.
That doesn't sound good. They'll be making that noise. I don't use that window that
So the
often.
police are right in front of us. And this person in front of us wants to take a left. The officers are going to go around.
Well, this person has somebody. This is one of the protesters.
Oh, this is one of the protesters ahead of us.
In the car. I can't get down there because that goes into the parking
Yeah,
lot.
that goes to the parking lot.
But
So, John, were you with the group here when they first started?
yes. From
And
the
where
very
did
beginning,
they?
I was actually on the other road. Which
Were
is
they?
where I'm
Which way do you think they're headed here?
They're heading right into this parking lot.
Okay.
And I'm going to go around this and get to that road again, and you'll be able to get out. If you want to hop out, Gordy, there's a road. I'll meet you on the other side. If you want to get out and walk with them, you see where they're.
Yeah, so we can probably get out here. Looks like a good spot.
You can get out here, and I'll meet you on the road next to the athletic field.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out and see if we can get a couple of interviews with the protesters. Michael, what's up? How you doing?
Good. How are you? Yeah.
There's Michael Odiana. What's up, Michael?
Focus on how you're going to keep making things change and how things are going to continue changing, because this is just one day. One day to make a change. The two organs next to week stuff. This is not going to be the only protest. And
I'm proud to see every single one of y'all here trying to support that you don't want to see the person next to you die for no reason. I'm proud of each and every single one of you. Be proud of yourself. And like the people that have helped us, be more of me. Don't let it stop here. Continue to vote. Continue to call it out when you see something wrong. When you see even the slightest bit of racism, undermining someone else because of their color, because of what you've been through. Speak up, because that's where the change starts. Show them that our color isn't a crime. Show them that our color is pride. And continue to show them that despite the fact that we're different, we're all one people.
Johnny, what's up, brother? Hey, after this, would you like to do an interview?
Sure.
Okay.
You want Maya too?
Huh?
You want Maya?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You guys want to take a picture? Guys, push back more. Like, look nice. Can I get a fish? Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, I came late. One more. I'm begging y'all, one more. Yes, sir!
Hey, do you want to get Aya and you guys don't? Yeah. Okay. Maya, how you doing? How's the game coming? It's all right. We're streaming live right now, guys. So we're streaming on Facebook Live. So you guys are the ones that got this together today. What do you want? So I run a TV. We have a TV show in Dracut. It's called the Dracut Connection. We're the #1 TV show in Dracut. It's a small town, but hey, we're gonna try to get your message across to all the viewers out there. Okay, so this is streaming live right now. We have about 120 people watching live. So what do you guys want to get across to the public? What was your message? Your main message tonight?
Everybody here, there's a lot of people here that don't go through what I or a lot of African Americans go through, yet they're still here marching with us. They are still here walking in the rally. And we want to let people know we can do anything together as a community. Drink it and look at this.
What do you think the politicians need to do to change the way that police handle criminals?
We need to stop letting money choose who we put in office, because as much money as you have does not make you a good person. Money doesn't make you a good person. Right here, this makes you a good person.
We need to put people before money. In this world, in this country, this money comes before them.
I promise things will change if we put people.
But what do you think the politicians specifically have to do to make this stuff.
They need to listen. They need to take us seriously. They need to understand that this is we barely keep it. I mean, you see it happen. Even though they were the ones armed and we were unarmed, we are all unarmed here. We make sure this is a peaceful protest.
Well, I know the people. I've been getting a lot of comments from the live people watching, and they said you guys were very respectful. You did it the right way. So everyone that's been watching and on the stream tonight is very proud of you guys. So I'm glad that you guys did it in a peaceful and respectful way. All right. Well, thank you guys for interviewing us. We're gonna get this out.
People don't need to approve of your protest. Your protest is just as valid whether white people approve of it or not. Because they've been violent this whole fucking time.
Hold on, sorry.
Do you want?
don't have a right to tell them how to protest.
Oh, I'm not trying. Hey, how you doing? I'm definitely not trying. That's fine.
And this is not just a trend. They're not just doing it because it's a trend. It's our life.
Okay.
No. But you're, thank you. You've been a big problem in Lowell. We talk about Lowell being such a diverse city, but recently I have just released a video of Ella Haley, Mrs. Haley's daughter, Deidre Haley, saying all these crazy racist things. If you want to see the video, I'll play the video for you right here.
That's not good.
Did you want me to play it? I'm going to play the video.
Sure.
There's a part 1 and part 2.
We have a Jassy Musa watching. Hi, Jassy. He's from Gambia, Africa, so he's watching us.
So I just want you to hear this.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna.
And Deidre Haley is the housemaster of Lowell High. There has been many racist scandals at Lowell High that have done.
Really?
Yes, nothing has happened because housemasters and status see everything.
Well, let's get your message out.
All right. You see the ring? Can you hear this? I just can't hear you.
See if we can. Can you hear it? We would love to get that. I would love to get that out on the stream here. Can you forward that to us and we can put that on our show? We have a show tomorrow night.
What's your? Do you have a Twitter at?
I don't have a Twitter, but I can give you my cell phone number if you want.
I'm sorry, but.
Or you can send it to my email too if you.
Oh, sorry. What's your number?
It's 781-439-7857.
So I'm gonna send you both parts.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that.
What is this?
So I run it. We have a TV show that's live on we're live right now. We're streaming live, but we have a political talk show on Thursday nights every night in Dracut Access TV. So it's datv.org. So you can watch us. You guys will be on that TV show tomorrow night.
So I sent you part 1, and I'll send you part 2. Because this is the problem. I graduated back in 2018, and there's just been too many scandals. We had a class of 2017 president, Onion. He was an African American, and there was a group chat with white people saying they wanted to lynch him.
Oh boy!
It took so much for that to even get anything done about it. I'm sick of it. So this is Ella Haley, Mrs. Haley's daughter, saying all this, so everyone can confirm.
Okay.
I'm sick of the Haley family covering everything up and everything else, you know?
All right, so we're gonna we're gonna try to get that on TV tomorrow night. I'll get it on my phone and we'll
flood this everywhere.
Okay, we'll do it.
What was the number again? I'm sorry.
781-439-7857.
Okay, I just want to confirm that this is your number because I need this everywhere. You got it right.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for that information. We'll get it out. Hi, girls. How you doing? I just got to find John now. Hey, how you guys doing? Did you guys enjoy it? That was awesome. You guys were awesome out there. Proud of you guys. All right, here's John. Well, it looks like the protest is over. Looks like the protest is over. And they've dispersed now. Here's John. Well, John, we got a couple good interviews there,
Okay, Gordy.
and we got some. I was sent some videos from a young lady about some things that are happening at Umass, at the Lowell High School. So she sent me a couple of the videos of, I guess, of the principal or the headmaster with some pretty disparaging remarks against black people. So she sent me those videos, and we're going to try to get them aired, hopefully on our show tomorrow night.
Sure.
And but yeah, it looks like a lot of those kids I knew, most of those from Dracut. The two girls that we interviewed there at the end were from Dracut. Two girls on the high school basketball team.
Awesome.
So I knew a lot of those kids out there. As I walked out, you can see they said hello to me. And,
Yes.
So it's good to know some of those kids out there, and I'm proud that they went out and used their constitutional First Amendment rights to do the right thing and do it well. And I remarked to both the girls when I was interviewing them, and someone came over and said, "We don't care what white people have to say."
Yeah. That's not good.
No.
You gotta listen both sides, right?
Yeah, you gotta listen to both sides. But John, it was a great night. I'm glad we came out and got some of this coverage so people can actually see
Awesome.
what's happening in our local community.
Awesome. So let's just, if you turn the camera around on me, and I'll wrap it up. And what I wanted to just say is thank you all for watching tonight. Make sure that you watch the Dracut Connection tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Live, and we'll be doing that from Zoom. I want to thank Gordy for coming out and stepping in, because he went into the crowd, and he's a lot younger than me, so we kept that social distance. We're keeping our masks on, and now we're going to sign off, and we'll catch up to you later. In the meantime, if we see anything happening, we'll come right back on. But for now, this is John Zimini and Gordy Scott signing off for this special broadcast from the Dracut Connection.
Stay connected.
Stay connected, guys.